The alarm blares, piercing through the quiet morning. Your hand reaches out, fumbling for the snooze button. 5 more minutes, you think, just 5 more minutes of sleep. But in that moment, a voice inside you stirs. It's faint at first, barely a whisper, but it grows stronger with each passing second. Get up, it says. Get up and seize the day. This voice, my friends, is the voice of your potential. It's the voice that knows what you are truly capable of, the voice that sees beyond the comfort of your bed and into the vast expanse of possibilities that await you. But there's another voice too, is not there? A softer, more seductive voice that whispers of comfort, of ease, of staying right where you are. This is the voice of laziness, and it's time we silence it once and for all. Killing your lazy thoughts, not just pushing them aside or ignoring them, but eradicating them completely from your mind. Because make no mistake, these thoughts are holding you back. They are the invisible chains that keep you tethered to mediocrity, that prevent you from reaching the heights of success you are destined for. But how do we do this? How do we silence that voice that tells us to take the easy road, to put off our dreams for another day? It starts with understanding that laziness is not just a habit, it's a mindset. It's a way of thinking that permeates every aspect of our lives, from the moment we wake up to the second we fall asleep. The last time you had a great idea, maybe it was a business concept or a fitness goal, or even just a small improvement you wanted to make in your life. What happened to that idea? Did you leap into action, fueled by excitement and determination? Or did that voice creep in, telling you it was too hard, too risky, too much work? I once knew a man named Jack. Jack was brilliant, creative, and full of potential. He had dreams of starting his own tech company, revolutionizing the industry with his innovative ideas. But Jack had a problem. He was plagued by lazy thoughts. Every time he started working on his business plan, that voice would whisper, "Why bother? It's too competitive. You will never succeed." And so, day after day, Jack's dreams remained just that. Dreams. But then something changed. Jack realized that these thoughts weren't serving him. They weren't protecting him from failure. They were ensuring it. And so he made a decision. He decided to kill his lazy thoughts. It wasn't easy. Those thoughts had been with Jack for years, constant companions that had shaped his actions and decisions. But Jack was determined. He started small, challenging those thoughts one by one. When the voice said, "You can't do this," Jack responded, "Watch me." When it whispered, "This is too hard," Jack replied, "Nothing worth having comes easy." Slowly but surely, Jack's mindset began to shift. He stopped seeing obstacles as roadblocks and started viewing them as challenges to overcome. He embraced discomfort, understanding that growth happens outside of our comfort zones. And most importantly, he took action. Every single day, Jack made progress towards his goals, no matter how small. The result: within a year, Jack had launched his company. Within 2, it was turning a profit. And today, Jack's company is a leader in its field, employing hundreds of people and making a real difference in the world. Jack is not special. He does not have some magical ability that you don't. The only difference between Jack and the countless others who never realized their dreams is that Jack made a choice. He chose to kill his lazy thoughts. And that's the choice I'm asking you to make today. Because the truth is, we all have greatness within us. We all have the potential to achieve extraordinary things. But that potential means nothing if we don't act on it. The goals you have set for yourself, the dreams you have harbored in your heart. Now think about the excuses you have made for not pursuing them. I'm too busy. It's not the right time. I don't have the resources. These aren't just harmless thoughts. They are the assassins of your ambition. Every time you listen to these thoughts, every time you choose comfort over growth, you are not just standing still. You are moving backward, because while you are making excuses, someone else is out there making progress. While you're hitting the snooze button, someone else is hitting the gym or the books or the pavement. But here's the good news. It's not too late. It's never too late to start killing your lazy thoughts. And it starts with a simple shift in perspective. Instead of seeing tasks as burdens, see them as opportunities. That project you have been putting off, it's not just work. It's a chance to showcase your skills, to learn something new, to move one step closer to your goals. That workout you have been avoiding, it's not punishment. It's an investment in your health, your energy, your future self. And those moments of discomfort, those times when you are pushed outside your comfort zone, they are not something to be avoided. They're something to be celebrated because it's in those moments that real growth happens. It's in those moments that you become the person you are meant to be. I want you to think about the last time you pushed through discomfort to achieve something. Maybe it was finishing a tough project at work, or running that extra mile, or having that difficult conversation you'd been avoiding. How did you feel afterward? I bet you felt proud, accomplished, alive. That feeling, that's what awaits you on the other side of your lazy thoughts. But killing your lazy thoughts is not a one-time event. It's not something you do once and then forget about. It's a daily practice, a constant battle against the part of you that wants to take the easy road. So how do we win this battle? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts that run through your mind. When you catch yourself making an excuse, call it out. Don't let it slide by unnoticed. Recognize it for what it is, a lazy thought trying to hold you back. Once you're aware of these thoughts, challenge them. When your mind says, I can't, ask yourself, why not? When it says it's too hard, ask compared to what. Force your lazy thoughts to justify themselves, and you will often find they crumble under scrutiny. But awareness and challenge aren't enough. You need to replace those lazy thoughts with empowering ones. Instead of I can't, tell yourself, I can and I will. Instead of it's too hard, say, I love a good challenge. Make these positive affirmations a part of your daily routine. Repeat them to yourself in the mirror, write them down, make them your screensaver. Surround yourself with reminders of the person you are striving to become. And most importantly, take action. Because thoughts alone, even positive ones, aren't enough. You need to back them up with concrete steps towards your goals. Start small. If you need to. If you've been putting off that big project, don't try to tackle it all at once. Break it down into smaller, manageable tasks, then commit to completing one of those tasks each day. Remember, progress, no matter how small, is still progress, and each step forward builds momentum. It's like pushing a boulder up a hill. At first it seems impossible, but with each push it gets a little easier. And once you reach the top, that boulder starts rolling down the other side, picking up speed as it goes. That's what happens when you start killing your lazy thoughts. At first it's a struggle. You will face resistance, both from your own mind and from the habits you've built over years. But with each lazy thought you overcome, with each positive action you take, it gets easier. And before you know it, you have built unstoppable momentum towards your goals. Let me tell you about Alice. Alice was a talented writer who dreamed of publishing a novel. But for years, she let her lazy thoughts hold her back. I don't have time to write. She'd tell herself, what if no one likes my book? There are already so many great authors out there. But one day, Alice decided she'd had enough. She was tired of letting her dreams slip away. So she made a commitment. She would write for just 15 minutes every day, no matter what. No excuses, no procrastination. The first few days were hard. Alice's lazy thoughts fought back hard. They told her she was wasting her time, that her writing wasn't good enough. But Alice persisted. She showed up at her desk every day, even when she didn't feel like it. Even when the words didn't come easily. She kept typing. And something amazing happened. Those 15 minutes started to stretch into 30, then an hour. Alice found herself looking forward to her writing time. The lazy thoughts that had once dominated her mind began to fade, replaced by excitement and determination. A year later, Alice had completed her first draft. 2 years later, her novel was published. Today, Alice is working on her third book, and she's never been happier. All because she made the decision to kill her lazy thoughts and take action towards her dreams. Your story can be just like Alice's. Your dreams, whatever they may be, are within reach, but you have to be willing to fight for them. You have to be willing to push past the comfort of laziness and embrace the discomfort of growth. Comfort is overrated. Comfort does not lead to greatness. Comfort does not change the world. It's in the moments of discomfort, of struggle, of pushing beyond our perceived limits that we truly come alive. The great leaders, innovators, and achievers throughout history. Do you think they got where they are by giving in to lazy thoughts? Of course not. They got there by consistently choosing action over inaction, growth over stagnation, possibility over limitation. You can decide that from this moment forward. You won't let lazy thoughts dictate your life. You won't let them hold you back from your potential. You won't let them rob you of the success and fulfillment you deserve. But it's not enough to make this decision once. You need to recommit to it every single day. Because those lazy thoughts, they are persistent. They will keep coming back trying to regain control. It's up to you to stand firm, to keep fighting, to keep pushing forward. One powerful way to do this is to start your day with purpose. Don't reach for your phone the moment you wake up scrolling through social media or checking emails. Instead, take a few minutes to set your intentions for the day. What do you want to accomplish? What steps will you take towards your goals? How will you push yourself out of your comfort zone? By starting your day with this level of focus and intention, you are sending a clear message to your lazy thoughts. You are saying, not today. Today is for action, for progress, for growth. Another key strategy is to surround yourself with the right people. Jim Rohn famously said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So take a look at your inner circle. Are these people pushing you to be your best self? Are they challenging your lazy thoughts or reinforcing them? If you find that the people around you are holding you back, it might be time to make some changes. Seek out individuals who inspire you, who push you to grow, who refuse to accept excuses. Their energy and drive will fuel your own. Remember Tom, a software developer who had always dreamed of starting his own company. For years, Tom hung out with a group of friends who were content with their 9-to-5 jobs. Whenever Tom would mention his entrepreneurial aspirations, they'd laugh it off. Why take the risk? They'd say, you have got a steady paycheck. Don't rock the boat. And for a long time, Tom listened. He let their doubts become his doubts. He let their complacency become his complacency. But deep down, he knew he was capable of more. Then Tom met Alex at a local tech meetup. Alex was everything Tom's other friends were: ambitious, driven, constantly pushing himself to learn and grow. The two quickly became friends, and Tom found himself inspired by Alex's energy and determination. Slowly but surely, Tom's mindset began to shift. He started spending more time with Alex and other like-minded individuals he met through the tech community. He began challenging his lazy thoughts, replacing them with empowering ones. And most importantly, he started taking action. Within 6 months, Tom had quit his job and launched his startup. Today, his company is thriving, and Tom often says that the decision to change his social circle was the catalyst that transformed his life. Your environment shapes you more than you might realize. So choose wisely. Surround yourself with people who kill their own lazy thoughts, who refuse to settle for mediocrity. Their habits will become your habits. Their drive will fuel your drive. But it's not just about the people around you. It's also about the information you consume. In today's world, we are bombarded with content every second of every day. But not all content is created equal. Some of it feeds our lazy thoughts, encouraging us to seek instant gratification and avoid discomfort. Other content challenges us, inspires us, pushes us to be better. So be intentional about what you allow into your mind. Read books that challenge your thinking and expand your knowledge. Listen to podcasts that inspire action and personal growth. Watch documentaries about people who have overcome great obstacles to achieve their dreams. Feed your mind with content that kills lazy thoughts, not nurtures them. Because what you put into your mind is just as important as what you put into your body. Garbage in, garbage out, excellence in, excellence out. As you embark on this journey of killing your lazy thoughts, you are going to face setbacks. There will be days when those thoughts seem louder than ever, when the pull of comfort and ease is almost irresistible. And there may be times when you give in. A moment of weakness does not define you. A day of laziness does not negate all your progress. What matters is how you respond to these setbacks. Do you use them as an excuse to give up? Or do you use them as fuel to come back stronger? The most successful people in the world aren't those who never fail. They are the ones who fail, who stumble, who give in to lazy thoughts occasionally, but who always get back up and keep pushing forward. So when you have a bad day, when you find yourself slipping back into old patterns, don't beat yourself up. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and then recommit to your goals. Use it as a reminder of why you started this journey in the first place. The path to success is not a straight line. It's not a smooth, steady climb to the top. It's a series of ups and downs, of progress and setbacks. But as long as you keep moving forward, as long as you keep fighting those lazy thoughts, you will reach your destination. When you first start working out, it's hard. Your muscles ache, you get tired quickly. You might even think about quitting. But if you persist, if you keep showing up day after day, something amazing happens. Those muscles that once felt weak begin to grow stronger. The workouts that once left you exhausted become invigorating. The same thing happens when you consistently challenge your lazy thoughts. At first it's a struggle, It feels unnatural, uncomfortable, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The voice of laziness grows quieter, while the voice of ambition and determination grows louder. And before you know it, taking action becomes your default mode. Pushing yourself becomes second nature. The thought of settling for less than your best becomes unthinkable. That's the power of killing your lazy thoughts. It's not just about achieving specific goals or reaching certain milestones. It's about fundamentally changing who you are as a person. It's about becoming someone who instinctively chooses growth over comfort, action over inaction, possibility over limitation. Imagine for a moment the person you could become if you completely eradicated lazy thoughts from your mind. Imagine the goals you could achieve, the impact you could make, the life you could create for yourself and those around you. That person is not some far-off ideal. That person is you, the real you, stripped of the limitations and excuses that have held you back. And that person is waiting for you to step up, to make the choice to kill your lazy thoughts once and for all. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because there is no perfect moment. There's only now this moment, this opportunity to take the first step towards becoming the best version of yourself. Start small if you need to. Choose one area of your life where lazy thoughts have been holding you back. Maybe it's your health, your career, your relationships, whatever it is. Commit to taking one small action today to move forward in that area. Then do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. Build momentum one small action at a time, because those small actions, compounded over time, lead to massive results. Remember Michael, a middle-aged man who had always struggled with his weight. For years, Michael's lazy thoughts had sabotaged every attempt at getting healthy. I'm too old to get in shape, he'd tell himself. I don't have time to exercise. Healthy food is too expensive. But one day, Michael had an epiphany. He realized that these thoughts weren't protecting him. They were slowly killing him. So he made a decision. He would challenge one lazy thought each day. Michael started small. On day one, instead of taking the elevator to his third-floor office, he took the stairs. It wasn't much, but it was a start. The next day, he packed a healthy lunch instead of hitting the fast food drive-thru. Each day, he challenged himself to take one small action that defied his lazy thoughts. At first, it was hard. Michael's body protested against the new demands he was placing on it. His mind tried to convince him to give up, to go back to his old comfortable habits. But Michael persisted. He reminded himself why he started this journey and focused on the small victories each day brought. As weeks turned into months, something remarkable happened. Those small actions began to snowball. Taking the stairs became easier, so Michael started taking walks during his lunch break. Packing a healthy lunch led to healthier dinners at home. Before long, Michael found himself looking forward to his workouts, experimenting with new healthy recipes, and feeling more energetic than he had in years. A year later, Michael had lost 50 pounds, lowered his blood pressure, and was off his diabetes medication. But more than that, he had transformed his mindset. The lazy thoughts that once dominated his life had been replaced by a drive for continuous improvement. Michael's story is not unique. It's a testament to the power of consistently challenging our lazy thoughts, of making the choice day after day to push ourselves beyond our perceived limits. But killing your lazy thoughts is not just about personal transformation. It's about the ripple effect you create in the world around you. When you refuse to settle for mediocrity, when you consistently strive for excellence, you inspire others to do the same. The impact you could have on your family, your friends, your colleagues, when they see you conquering your lazy thoughts, pushing through obstacles and achieving your goals, it challenges their own limiting beliefs. It shows them what's possible when you refuse to let laziness hold you back. And that impact extends far beyond your immediate circle. In a world that often seems content with the status quo, those who kill their lazy thoughts and push for positive change become beacons of hope and progress. Consider the great innovators throughout history. They didn't accept things as they were. They didn't listen to the lazy thoughts that said it's too difficult or it's never been done before. Instead, they asked, why not? They pushed boundaries, challenged conventions, and changed the world in the process. You have that same potential within you. Every time you choose action over inaction, growth over stagnation, you are not just improving your own life. You are contributing to the advancement of society as a whole. But to have this impact, you need to be consistent. Killing your lazy thoughts is not a one-time event. It's not something you do when you feel motivated or when it's convenient. It's a commitment you make to yourself every single day. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about pushing through the resistance, the doubt, the fear. It's about doing the hard things, the uncomfortable things, because you know they're the things that will lead to growth and success. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. What once felt like an insurmountable challenge becomes second nature. The voice of laziness that once roared in your ears becomes a faint whisper easily ignored. But don't be fooled into thinking that the battle ever truly ends. Those lazy thoughts will always be there, lurking in the background, waiting for a moment of weakness. Your job is to remain vigilant, to keep fighting, to never let your guard down. Because the moment you become complacent, the moment you think you have arrived, is the moment those lazy thoughts start to creep back in. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. And on that journey, there's no room for lazy thoughts. So how do you maintain this vigilance? How do you ensure that you continue to kill your lazy thoughts day after day, year after year? One powerful strategy is to regularly reassess your goals and push yourself to set new ones. When you achieve a goal, celebrate it, but don't rest on your laurels. Immediately set your sights on the next challenge. Keep raising the bar for yourself. Remember, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. So if you find yourself feeling too comfortable, too content with where you are, it's a sign that it's time to push yourself further. Another crucial aspect of maintaining your fight against lazy thoughts is to cultivate a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. View challenges as opportunities to grow, not as threats to be avoided. When you encounter a setback or a failure, don't let it feed your lazy thoughts. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become better? This mindset turns every experience, good or bad, into an opportunity for growth. It's also important to regularly expose yourself to new ideas and perspectives. Attend seminars, read books outside your usual genres, have conversations with people from different backgrounds. This constant input of new information keeps your mind sharp and challenges any lazy thoughts that might try to keep you in your comfort zone. And perhaps most importantly, surround yourself with reminders of your why. Why did you start this journey of killing your lazy thoughts in the first place? What are you working towards? What kind of person do you want to become? Create a vision board. Write your goals down and place them where you will see them every day. Keep mementos of your achievements to remind yourself of what you are capable of when you push past your lazy thoughts. Because here's the truth. The path of killing your lazy thoughts is not always easy. There will be days when you are tired, when you are stressed, when the voice of laziness seems more appealing than ever. On those days, you need to be able to remind yourself why you started this journey. Remember that every time you choose to fight your lazy thoughts, every time you push yourself to take action despite discomfort or fear, you are not just moving closer to your goals, you are becoming stronger. You are building resilience. You are shaping yourself into the person you want to be. And that person, the one who consistently chooses growth over comfort, action over inaction, that person is unstoppable. That person can achieve anything they set their mind to. That person can make a real difference in the world. You have greatness within you. You have the potential to achieve extraordinary things, to live a life of purpose and fulfillment, to make a positive impact on the world around you. But that potential will remain just that, potential. Unless you make the decision to kill your lazy thoughts, unless you commit day in and day out to pushing yourself beyond your perceived limits, unless you refuse to settle for anything less than your best. The choice is yours. You can continue to let lazy thoughts hold you back, to keep you trapped in mediocrity. Or you can decide right here, right now, that you are done with excuses, that you are ready to step into your power, to embrace discomfort, to do whatever it takes to become the best version of yourself. I believe in you. I believe that you have what it takes to kill your lazy thoughts once and for all. But more importantly, you need to believe in yourself. You need to trust that you are capable of greatness, that you deserve success, that you have something unique and valuable to offer the world. So go forth from here with a renewed sense of purpose. Wake up each day ready to battle your lazy thoughts. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Push yourself beyond what you thought possible. And watch as your life transforms, as you become the person you were always meant to be. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your journey to a life free from lazy thoughts starts now. Take that first step. Then take another and another. Keep moving forward no matter what, because on the other side of your lazy thoughts lies a world of possibility, of achievement, of fulfillment beyond your wildest dreams.